Since the last post got such fantastic feedback, I had to do another clusterfuck video. So the subject for this posting is going to be Social Security Disability Benefits. It's kind of a mouthful. I was reading my political post. It's projected that the Social Security Disability funds are going to completely dissipate by 2017. That's the projected date of where it all runs out. There's just no more money to give to anybody. Then, more interesting fact, 20 years right after that is when the Social Security Retirement Fund runs out. Now, immediately, you're probably thinking the exact same thing I thought as soon as I saw this. Well, there's a lot of people taking advantage of the system. They're it up, blah, 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 blah. To a sense, you're right. And like my last posting, I explained a little bit that, the food stamps and public service funds have a good fraction of people that are taking advantage of the system. Social Security Disability Fund, that is 1,000 times more complex. You have a fuckload more people on disability now than ever. How many people do you know like this? Oh, my back, I can't work no more, I need Social Security. My dog Sparky died, man, and I'm just too depressed to I can't work anymore, man. Point being is that nowadays that the economy has gone into a free fall, you have a lot more people scamming the system. Don't get me wrong, clinical depression is a real bitch, and some people really cannot deal with that shit and may need years to cope with whatever the they're dealing with. My dog Sparky died, fuck it. Hold your back out, take a couple of days rest, pop some Percocet, get the back to work. It's f***ing it up for the people who really, really need this shit for the rest of their lives. What about the guy who was in construction and fell off the beam and then had such severe head damage that he can't f***ing work, he can't think, he has to be taken care of the rest of his f***ing life? What about those people? What the f***? I really get it, I understand, I know what it's like to financially struggle. It's not f***ing easy out here anymore. Jobs are gone, the money's gone, poof. But when you have so many people just saying, I'm going to use any resource that I can, I'm going to leech off of whatever I possibly can, you f*** it up for the rest of the people who really need it. It just goes right back to the whole food stamp deal. Some people are just f***ing it up for everybody. And I know a couple of people who actually need to be on this kind of benefit, who really need to have financial help because they're not able to make it on their own. Think about it. This is actually a little bit of compassion coming from the country. You can't work, you're unable to work, you can't get a job. Let us give you money to live on to at least get you a little bit stable. But no, you have some people out there who, oh, well, I can't get a job, so I'm going to apply for a dummy check. Just because. Just so you can have some money. Just so you have a little bit more that you don't need. But this is a really touchy subject, and it's not just the Social Security Disability Fund that I'm talking about here. We're putting our money in the wrong place. We are sending trillions of dollars out of our own country. We are feeding other countries before we feed ours, which is a good thing. But we really need help too. Our military budget is so fat it's unreal. Where the is all that money gonna go? Oh, that's right. You need that super big hover tank to go over and blow shit up with, and that cost a good $1 trillion. You! The point is, we don't have much help in this country as it is. I might not get to retire by the time that I'm 70. If I end up having a child who had a mental impairment, I'm going to have to probably find 3 jobs to pay for all the medical that's going to come along with that. Because Social Security is not going to be there anymore. And I'm not trying to generalize. I know that there are a lot of people who have applied for SSI, who are getting it, who really needed it, and it's helping them out a little bit, which is great. But I also take notice to something. When the economy went into a free fall, our Social Security disability applications went through the roof. Coincidence? Maybe? I don't think so. But that's it for this episode of Politically Jacked. Don't forget to comment and subscribe. Leave your rants and suggestions and all that great shit right down here. Take care.